This is Top Accolade Global News Updates. I am Soibifa Jakarich. The International Criminal Court prosecutor said he had requested arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, his defense chief, and 3 Hamas leaders over alleged war crimes. Icc Prosecutor Karim Khan said in a statement issued after more than 7 months of war in Gaza that he had reasonable grounds to believe the 5 men bear criminal responsibilities for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity. He said he had applied for an arrest warrant for Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant as well as Netanyahu. They have overseen Israel's offensive against Hamas in Gaza since the Palestinian militant group's deadly October 7th raid on Israel. Khan has also applied for arrest warrants for Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar Mohammed al-Masri, the commander-in-chief of the military wing of Hamas, who is widely known as Day, and Ismail Haniyeh, head of Hamas political bureau. A panel of pre-trial judges will determine whether the evidence supports the arrest warrant, but the court has no means to enforce such warrants, and its investigation into the Gaza war has been opposed by the United States and Israel. Israel and Palestinian leaders have dismissed allegations of war crimes, and representatives for both sides criticize Khan's decision. I reject with disgust the comparison of the prosecutor in The Hague between democratic Israel and the mass murderers of Hamas, Netanyahu said, calling the move a complete distortion of reality. U.S. President Joe Biden called the legal step outrageous, while Secretary of State Antony Blinken said it could jeopardize negotiations on a hostage deal and ceasefire. Senior Hamas official Sami Abu Ziri said the prosecutor's decision to request warrants for the 3 Hamas leaders equates the victim with the executioner. Hamas demanded the arrest warrant request for its leaders be cancelled. Lawmakers in Taiwan jousted on furled banners and shouted at each other on Tuesday in a dispute about efforts to widen parliament oversight pushed by the opposition. Despite the anger of the ruling party, which says there has been no consultation, squabble comes as Lai Ching-te took office on Monday as the new president, facing not only an angry China, which views him as a separatist, but also a fractured parliament after his Democratic Progressive Party lost its majority. Several hundred people gathered outside parliament to protest against the reforms and accuse the opposition of working in concert with China and trying to kill democracy. The 2 main opposition parties, Kuomintang KMT and Taiwan People's Party TPP, which together have enough seats for a majority, have joined hands to back reforms that give parliament greater scrutiny over the government. That includes a controversial proposal for lawmakers to punish officials deemed to commit contempt of parliament by making false statements or withholding information, which the DPP says lacks a clear definition. While there was no repeat of Friday's scenes of legislators punching and wrestling each other in the chamber, DPP lawmakers wearing headbands reading "Democracy has died" demanded more discussions on the proposal and vented their anger at the KMT. His remarks prompted shouts of "shut up" from the opposition camp, some of whom brandished signs reading "Reforming Parliament, let sunshine in." The KMT accused the DPP of trying to spread rumors and paint them red, the colors of China's ruling Communist Party, in a bid to stifle the reforms. The United States said it had been unable, due largely to logistical reasons, to accept an Iranian request for assistance following a helicopter crash over the weekend that killed President Ibrahim Raisi. As Washington offered its condolences, the rare request from Iran, which views the United States and Israel as its main adversaries, was disclosed by the State Department at a news briefing. "We were asked for assistance by the Iranian government. We did make clear to them that we could offer assistance as we would do in response to any request by a foreign government in this sort of situation," spokesperson Matthew Miller told reporters. "Ultimately, largely for logistical reasons, we were unable to provide that assistance," Miller said. Without elaborating, the charred wreckage of the helicopter which crashed on Sunday carrying Raisi, Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdollahian, and 6 other passengers and crew was found earlier after an oversight search in blizzard conditions. Iran has still not provided any official word on the cause of the crash or of the US-made Bell 212 helicopter in mountains near the Azerbaijan border, asked whether he was concerned that Tehran might blame Washington, US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said the United States had no part to play in that crash. "I can't speculate on what may have been the cause," he added. The crash comes at a time of growing dissent within Iran over an hour of political, social, and economic crisis. Iran's clerical rulers face international pressure over Tehran's disputed nuclear program and its deepening military ties with Russia during the war in Ukraine. Western allies are taking too long to make decisions on military support for Ukraine, President Volodymyr Zelensky said in an exclusive interview in Kyiv. He also said he was pushing partners to get more directly involved in the war by helping to intercept Russian missiles over Ukraine and allowing Kyiv to use Western weapons against enemy military equipment amassing near the border. The call for accelerate aid and push so-called red lines of engagement in the conflict reflect the growing pressure Zelensky forces are under along more than 1,000 kilometers of front line in the northeast, east, and south of the country. An impassioned Zelensky, dressed in his familiar khaki t-shirt and trousers, said the situation on the battlefield was one of the most difficult he had known since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022. In recent weeks, Moscow's troops have made incursions into northeastern Ukraine, further teasing Kyiv's already stretched defenses. At the same time, Russia has taken territory in the eastern Donbas region in sometimes fierce battles. The 46-year-old was speaking on the 5th anniversary of his inauguration as president. He has not contested elections because of martial law imposed due to the invasion. Zelensky called again for faster military aid from the United States and other partners. Weapons and ammunition from a recently passed US package is now arriving in Ukraine, but it was delayed for months by internal political wrangling. International Businesses Machines (IBM) on Tuesday said that it will release a family of artificial intelligence models as open source software, that it will help Saudi Arabia train an AI system in Arabic. The Amonk, New York-based company has taken a different approach to making money from AI than some of its rivals such as Microsoft and others that are tightly guiding their AI models and charging for access to them. Similar to Facebook owner Meta Platforms, IBM is instead providing open access to the models themselves, and on Wednesday opened its Granite family of AI models for companies to customize. The Granite tools are designed to help software developers complete computer code faster to make money off the models. IBM offers a page to it calls Watsongs that helps run the models smoothly inside a data center after they have been customized. IBM's strategy has been to try to make money when customers actually get use of AI models, whether they came from IBM or others, and whether they run in IBM's data centers or not. "We believe we are in the early days of generative AI models," IBM Chief Executive Arvind Krishna said. "Competition at the end of the day is good for buyers. We also want to be safe and responsible." IBM also said that the Saudi Data and Artificial Intelligence Authority will train its Alam Arabic language model using Watsongs, adding new language skills to IBM's offerings, including the ability to understand multiple dialects of Arabic. That is the size of top accolade global news update. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday.